Matthew Stafford got hot at the right time last season, but winning the Super Bowl covered for the fact that he led the league in interceptions. Stafford's playoff moments made people forget that he is, and always has been, an erratic, mistake-prone quarterback. The Buffalo Bills created pressure on Stafford in Week 1 to generate 3 interceptions and dominate the reigning Super Bowl champions on their homecoming. The first interception comes in the second quarter. Stafford sits in shotgun with a balanced formation. He has 2 wide receivers to his left on the wide side of the field, with Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee to his right on the narrow side of the field. The Bills are showing zone before the snap, with 4 players in position to rush the passer. When the ball is snapped, the defense doesn't shift or make an aggressive change. It drops into coverage and rushes 4 as expected. But there will be a subtle disguise eventually. Stafford is anticipating quarters coverage, with both cornerbacks outside turning their backs to the sideline to gain depth rapidly. The safeties in the middle are holding their positions, so the defense is set up to cut the deep coverage into 4 equal sections. There are 3 linebackers underneath playing zone coverage as well. The linebacker to the narrow side of the field never widens. This is a hint for the quarterback, but Stafford assumes this is because of Higbee's vertical release rather than part of his assignment. Critically, the interior of Stafford's pocket is already failing. The defender highlighted in red is going to be the protagonist for this interception. We only need to move the play on for a split second for the picture to dramatically change. Now the defender in red is clean to the quarterback, with the left guard flailing off of him like Superman's cape. Stafford's eyes are on the cornerback on the narrow side of the field. This is the precise moment he makes his decision to throw. You can see he is starting his throwing motion. But this is also the precise moment that the cornerback is perfectly hidden by Kupp. As the corner plants his foot and turns to come forward, Stafford can't see it happening. He assumes he's got his tight end wide open in the flat, and the cornerback is moving upfield with Kupp like he looked like he was shaping to do before he disappeared behind the receiver. Stafford needed a beat longer to let this play develop so he could see exactly where the cornerback was going. The arriving defensive tackle means he doesn't have that beat. The ball has to come out right now. Most mistakes for NFL quarterbacks come from the process being hastened. That's why pass rushers are so valuable. The throw was still here to be made. Stafford just missed inside his tight end by throwing the ball too far in field. He had to throw to the right spot prematurely, something he doesn't do consistently in comparison to the best quarterbacks in the league. Stafford's second interception harkens back to the Super Bowl and what will likely go down as the most memorable play of his career. He attempts to recreate the no-look pass over the middle by moving linebacker Tremaine Edmonds out of the passing lane so he can fit the ball in behind him to Kupp. But again, there's pressure. The backside pressure arrives just as the ball comes out. Stafford successfully moves Edmonds out of the passing lane and throws the ball on the right line with perfect timing, but the ball sails on him. The pressure impacted Stafford's follow-through in his throwing motion. He flinched as the hit arrived. While the ball sails over the receiver's head and is tipped to the waiting safety, Stafford is crushed by the defender. The replay angle suggests there was a potential roughing the passer penalty here for a helmet-on-helmet hit, but it wasn't called. Finally, Stafford's third interception is largely not his fault. It's a fitting finish to the day because the defensive line gets the interception of its own. The defender does a great job of timing his drop into the passing lane and reading Stafford's eyes to get in the way. He creates the interception for himself. You can criticise quarterbacks for these plays on occasion, but more often than not it's just random when their passes are tipped at the line of scrimmage and where they go after that point.